In this video, we'll look at Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 11, 耶利米书29章11节。In the first part of the video, I'm going to explain the passage phrase by phrase, word by word, and in the second part of the video, I'm going to share my thoughts on the passage. So let's have a look at the passage first. For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. They are plans for good and not for disaster, to give you a future and a hope. Jeremiah 29:11. 因为我知道我为你们安排的计划，我的计划不是要降祸给你们，而是要赐福给你们，使你们的未来充满希望。这是耶和华说的。耶利米书29章11节。Okay, the first phrase is 因为我知道，因为 because 我 I 知道 know 因为我知道 because I know. The next phrase is 我为你们安排的计划，为 for 你们 It's a plural form of you. 安排 arrange. The is used to connect a phrase or a noun to create a who or that clause. We'll see how it's used in the phrase later. 计划 plan. 我为你们安排的计划。什么计划 What plan? 我为你们安排的计划。The plan that I have for you. Next phrase is 我的计划不是要降祸给你们。计划 plan. 我的计划 my plan. 不是 is not. 要 want to. 降 fall. 祸 misfortune or disaster. 给 to give. 降祸给你们 means give you a disaster. 我的计划不是要降祸给你们。My plan is not to give you a disaster. Next phrase is 而是要赐福给你们。而 but. It's the same as 但是可是。不是而是 is usually used as a set. It means is not, but is. 要 want to. 赐福 grant blessing. 给 to give. 而是要赐福给你们 but is to bless you. 不是要降祸给你们，而是要赐福给你们。Here you can see 不是而是 used as a set. It's not to give you disaster, but is to bless you. And the next phrase is 使你们的未来充满希望。使 means let or cause. 未来 future. 你们的未来 your future. 充满be filled with. 希望 hope. 充满希望 be filled with hope. 使你们的未来充满希望 Let your future be filled with hope. The last phrase is 这是耶和华说的。这 this 是的是的 structure is used to emphasize what comes after 是 So let's see what comes after 是耶和华 the Lord Yes, the Lord comes after 是 So it emphasized the Lord. 说 say, speak. 这是耶和华说的。This is what the Lord said. A phrase that stood out to me when I read this passage was, the plan I have for you. The Lord said, I know the plans I have for you. I remember when I was in college, for a period of time, I was contemplating on questions like, why am I here in this world? What's the purpose of me on earth? What's the meaning of life? I asked my friends about what they think about these questions. Surprisingly, they were surprised that I even have this kind of questions. But when I read this verse, it's like God telling me, I have the answer to your question. At the same time, I realized, how would He not have the answer to this question? He is the God who created the universe. He is the omniscient God. But unfortunately, I didn't know this verse existed at that time, nor did I knew Him well enough to know that. I was only a few years into Christianity. It's also honoring to hear that the God who created the universe said, I have plans for you. A plan for me, a mere mortal. It means that He cares about us so much that He has thought of us and our future. The Lord said here in this passage, For I know the plans I have for you. They are plans for good and not for disaster, to give you a future and a hope. God is sincere and faithful, so we can be sure that if He said it, it is true. We all have a purpose for living on earth. We may haven't found out what it is, but it surely exists. And we can be sure that it's for our good and for giving us a future and a hope. This purpose is to have a positive impact in this world and to become a blessing to our community. I hope every one of you who watches this video will eventually discover the hope and life-giving purpose that God has for you. What did God say to you as you read this passage? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. And if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share. May the Lord bless you with hope, purpose, and meaning in your life.